Hey all. Yeah, I back-to-back videos, I guess. I don't know when I will upload this, but today is the day where previous videos about. Anyways, this is world record. Yeah, I don't know. This was like, I don't know how this happened. To be honest, I was not even like trying to go for this, which is kind of hilarious. Um, like I was just, yeah, experimenting around with ROMs because like I knew that I wanted to do stuff with ROMs at some point because they're quite OP. And I just like started doing shit, and then I was like trying a 3x3 TNT hipster, and I was like, and that door, like without me even trying that hard. I think that like the first version I wired in like 40 minutes, I'll show to you later. That was already at height world record. So I just shaved one layer off of that, and now I have the world record for the smallest 3x3 TNT hipster door. Now this record is not, it's not gonna hold forever. I mean, it really depends on when somebody's gonna bother repeating it. It is, yeah, pretty interesting. Let me actually like show it to you, I guess. It's a bit slow, and the main way like I use is pushing this near, which seems very wasteful, but this actually allows me to have a very simple closing circuit, which is just this hopper ROM down here. Because if I wouldn't push this in, then I would have actually something a bit more complicated. Yeah. So this is empty. You can see the sequence coded in. I'm just gonna watch from the side because sometimes it seems very like slow. Yeah. And the start is kind of slow. No, it's going. So yeah. What is there to say about this door? I mean, was it a very easy door? Like, no, it was still like, it took some figuring out, but that's less because this door is actually hard and more because I was not used to working with ROMs. I mean, this is like my third door I've ever made with a ROM, and I had a few issues here. That just debugging took some time, and I also did a few stupid things while like programming the sequence that ended up in me like making quite a few mistakes and having to reprogram this sequence a few times, which is kind of yeah. As you can see, this is the readout, which is kind of interesting. So basically, like these are budded depending on the signal strength input to this. Only one of these like updates besides like the final ones. Those are just there for other reasons, and that's like why how the decoder works. Yeah, I just have like and from this output, which always triggers, there's a 40 going into here. This will also unlock this and pull from here, and we have this just is locked from the input. So not too hard. Yeah, it is 275 blocks. It is 5 by 5, floor doesn't count, by 11. Yeah. The layer I cut from the WR was actually bottom one, but they used an entirely different layout. So it's like, it's not that I just like took the layout from the previous record and just changed a few things and that's it. No, like this is the layout that they used before was different. Can I actually like show you the here? This was version 1. That was tied world record, and I made it, and you can see that this is like, there's quite a lot of air. This is not complicated wiring, and that kind of like made me think, okay, yeah, I can make a smaller version. And so I cut off the bottom layer of this, which, I mean, it doesn't seem that bad, and it's really like, it's not a hard door in the sense, oh my god, like I'm such a genius for figuring this out, but it's also not like an easy door that didn't take any effort. It at least requires you to have like 20 IQ points, while that door literally, like, I was just wiring this after school after like 40 minutes of like in 40 minutes. That was like, this really was no effort. This was like 3.5 hours, could have been 2 if I wasn't as stupid with like sequence programming, and I made a few very stupid mistakes with the ROM. Yeah, and a few stupid mistakes. It was just like, yeah. But regardless, I'm pretty happy with the store. It is one of the doors of all time. It's actually also expandable. I haven't tested if I can expand it to like 7, which is the requirement to get the record for most expandable. But this could very much be the case that this also holds that record. It's not unlikely. There's nothing really preventing it from holding that record, which is kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, like I said, the store can be smaller. Like, in a perfect world, you would cut out one of these, have a like more complicated closing thing, cut off these 2 layers and have the ROM sit below this. And that's definitely possible, just not something I really want to do right now. Like at some point I will do more with ROMs, but right now I focus on zero-tick, which I've been doing. Like this is not like me like switching subjects, it was like, literally me being bored. And just like because of the new school, like haven't like, it's not that my new school is hard. This year won't be hard in terms of subject stuff, but going to new school for the like new school for first time, I think most people that are interested in play Minecraft as much as I do will be able to relate to the fact that that is kind of scary. And that's really all that was here like the case. It was not the fact like, oh my god, XYZ, there's something that horrible here. It's just like meeting new people is kind of stressful, but like I'm getting too used to it, and I think it will be fine. So yeah, was there something else I also wanted to say? I don't really remember. Yeah, I guess the next, like I will make a like I said in the last video as well, I think that got off a bit brutal at the end. I will make a new 2.1.7 that will get a tutorial. I've decided to do that. I will also like, before I do that, I want to finish the current zero-tick, like small zero-tick project I have, which is like there's like only top left and bottom some control pulses and side some control pulses, and then that is also gonna be done, and that would also be a new world record when I finish it. I don't know. A bit always hesitant to say that because, well, what if I don't finish it? That door as well also honestly doesn't seem that bad. So yeah. I don't know. I guess that's it for this video. If you want an explanation for maybe this door or in general like how to use a ROM, because yeah, ROMs are quite overpowered, then yeah, I'm down to like make a video on that as well. Yeah, but I guess something I want to say quickly about ROMs as well. I don't hate on people that use ROMs. I think ROMs like have their reasons and use cases. However, if in my opinion, if you use a ROM for something that's not a world record and the door like you actually like value, I think, I don't know, you're just cheating yourself. Like this door is a world record, that's why I don't really care about it. This door, for example, here is just literally me goofing around. This is not a door I would like go around showcasing to people. I think like having a, like if you go for a world record using a ROM is completely fine. If you don't go for a world record, kinda cringe. That's just my opinion though, and I'm not gonna shame you if you use the ROMs. I don't really care. That's just my principles and my like way of thinking about it. And you can think about it differently. And I won't lose sleep over it. Yeah. I don't know, because ROMs are just overpowered. I mean, like also this 4F4 was like the first door I made like to even practice like working with ROMs. And like I previously had one 4F4 like Hipster made, if you remember, that's like a long time ago. I don't think it's even on here anymore, it was on the server. I really need to repaste it sometime, but like that was fucking horrible. Well, this door, this 4F4 Hipster is like, took barely any effort, and it's really small, and that's kind of yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this like this door is not one I'm like proud of or something. Like this is more of me just practicing ROMs, and I think for that it's also fine. But like in the end, I will never use a ROM probably in the door that I can. I don't know. Maybe I will change my mind, because then again, like, do you need to like um obsess over everything? And like, why wouldn't you use the thing that makes your wiring way easier? I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about it, I guess. I will take that back actually, of like that if you use it, it's just cringe regardless. I don't know. It's for me it's a hard topic, mainly because of this like I can see both sides. I can see it like a ROM, like this is by the way like a simpler version, or like a simpler prototype of the ROM that I actually used in the world record. This is the finished version up here. Like here you can see like me building shit. And like this just encoding up to like 52, I think it was. Or 54, I think. Like that's just a crazy amount of 27, 54, it was 54 moves and something like this. And 54 moves is a lot, especially if you do it with like a hipster like this, where like one like pulls to this thingy, does a whole fucking triple. Like one move does a triple. It's quite OP. And I don't know, I get that like people like that, why wouldn't you use the easier thing? I guess my problem is that, or like what I'm afraid of is if people value like a door like this 4x4 that's completely based on a ROM as the same or even higher than a bigger door that doesn't use a ROM. I think that's something that's very unfortunate, because this door does not, like, even if you have like +1 on every side, if it doesn't use a ROM, it's 10 times harder. And that's something I think a lot of people forget. And the main reason why I dislike ROMs is because like the doors that should get more praise then seem less impressive because of it, even though like, yeah, I think that's a way better way of putting it than just saying ROMs are cringe. I mean, like, if I build, like, or if any person really builds a ROM door, it's not really their fault if other people then like go around and say, oh, that door is better than that door, while that's just objectively wrong. I guess my problem is with people that use ROM doors and then like pride themselves because their door is smaller, even though it's like 10 times easier. Yeah, I really I hope this like clears up my like feelings on ROMs. Because I think like the way the words I chose in the beginning were kind of rough. Yeah, I hope this explains it. I think ROMs have their place for sure, and if you do break world records with them, I mean, like, especially for like all the hipster records, to some extent, like, yeah, you aren't really able to fit in that many moves in that kind of space. Like this is, for example, 5 minutes is not a current world record. This is already like beaten, but you get the idea. And that's something that's just very, it's something to keep in mind. That yeah, for, I don't know, I hope you understand my point and my problems and fears, but also like the advantages of ROMs. Yeah. With that being said, I think I'll end the video here. It was a yap session again, but well, yeah. Now yeah, I guess I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Yeah. So I'm gonna catch you in the next one, and see ya.